James Lynch here at Extreme Couture with this guy, Chris Curtis. How long we've been doing interviews? 2015? Finally met in person.
Yeah, like 2015. Jesus. It is, wow. It has been, it was like, my first CES fight,
Yeah, exactly.
Time flight. God, we're getting old.
Now, honest question, do I look bigger in person than I do on camera? Because people say I look small on camera, I guess.
Yeah, you're way bigger in person, actually. I really thought you were like 5'8". Like, holy shit, yeah.
No, a little bit, yeah.
Taller than me. Fuck, yeah. I thought you were way smaller. Thought you were way smaller in person.
Hey, listen, I like the honesty. There's something in the water in Canada, I guess, so what am I going to say?
Yeah, fuck. Go Canada, yeah.
There you go. So, big fight with Kelvin Gastelum, man. UFC 287, how excited were you to get this matchup? Calvin's a pretty big name.
It was pretty nice for me. I wanted a chance to climb up the rankings. He was ranked one above me. I was very excited. Come to find out, as of Tuesday, they now ranked him under me. So, like, thanks, rankings board. Like, way to mess that up for me. But I've known Kelvin for a while, man. Dude's a trooper. He's a warrior. He's there to fight. So, guys, I just want fights. What's going to be crazy, and people are going to come out. We're going to fight. There's going to be blood and people beat up. I knock him out. Maybe he knocks me out. Those are the fights I want, and this is that fight. So I'm excited.
And you're coming off a big win yourself over Buckley, who I just saw here training. Are you guys training together now? What's the deal?
Yeah, he's in town for a little bit for the fights. He's getting a workout in, and asked to get some rounds in because you're like, shoot. Who you got? If you need somebody who's 5'8", 5'9", fast as shit, like who better than Joaquim Buckley? So, yeah, I mean, he's a good dude, man. He helped me out a little bit, gave me some pointers, some tips, so it was really helpful.
That's excellent. And then also noticed Brendan Allen in the rankings. Your thoughts on that?
No, good for him. Like, I mean, he's happy. He wants to fight again. I'm like, okay, like whatever, bro. Like, I don't particularly care.
What did you think of his win over Muniz, though? That was pretty dominant. I thought he looked great there. What did you think?
It was good. It's the same thing that I've called before about fighting Muniz, and I talked to Allen about it as well. Muniz is really good in one position, and look when he fought Uriah Hall. He had Uriah Hall's back. Uriah didn't give him the arm, and he kind of had nothing else to do. Muniz is really good with a move in a position. Outside that position, like he's not really a great wrestler, like never really had great cardio. So, I mean, good for him. I called Allen to win that fight. Muniz is a fight that I thought was very winnable. I talked to Allen about it before that fight, said the exact same thing. Went the exact same way, so I'm not surprised. Good for him.
And speaking of good for people, it's crazy, man. Like, you're a mainstay in the UFC now. You've got a good record. I remember not that long ago you were talking about being the regional belt collector, and now you're a mainstay UFC fighter. Like, I know I always bring this up every interview, but are you able to soak and enjoy this, man? Because it's been a long journey for you to be here.
You kind of enjoy it briefly, and then the world reminds you that you still suck and whatever. So there's always new hills to climb, because the moment you start soaking it in and breathing it in, everybody's like, oh, you suck, you're mid, you're a bum, blah, blah, blah. So at this point in my life, I don't really care as much as I thought I would getting here. I'm just like, whatever. It's what I do. I like fighting, and I just enjoy seeing where I can go. So I'm really bothered to enjoy it. It's just life for me. I enjoy what I do. I love it. So I don't really think about it too much anymore.
Let's go back to Gastleum. Had you two ever trained together before? I know, like, he's been in Vegas here and there. I know he's mainly home base for him is California and then Arizona as well. Did you guys ever train together?
No, I've gone down. I've trained at Kings before or whatnot. I haven't been passing. I've never really done rounds with Gastleum. Just I consider him a friend. I know him. We're always like two ships just passing like right there. So it's whatever. So we got a lot of mutual friends. We have mutual training partners. So just one of those things. So he's always in different places, different times, but. No, the first time we'll be in the ring together is when we're hitting each other in the face, for real, for money.
Yeah, and I mean this the most respectful way to Kelvin, but any concerns about him not making it to the fight? He's had a lot of injuries. Is that something that's crossed your mind?
It's always a concern, man. Like, everybody shits on Kelvin a lot about pulling out. Like, guys, this dude's been fighting at a high level for, like 10 years now. And, like, Kelvin, you guys seen Kelvin fight. Like, he fights like a freaking, like he's possessed, man. He fights like he's okay with dying. You're going to get injured, especially at this level, especially the way the guy fights. Like, give the guy a break, As you guys get older, shit starts falling apart. So, I just hope he gets there healthy, man. I want to fight. I know he wants to fight. And, you don't want to see people in the sport, doing the same thing, suffering with injuries. So I just hope he gets there healthy.
Yeah, I agree. Now, this camp, anything different for Kelvin or same training partners who you're mainly going to be working with leading up to this?
It's just a bunch of people, a lot of southpaws, a lot of switch hitters, a lot of wrestlers. We brought a lot of wrestlers in to work on stuff. So, Kelvin's a guy. He can come out and decide to be a wrestler. He can come out and decide to be a kickboxer. So, we're just preparing for everything. So, he's got a lot of bodies. I think we got one of the best 85 rooms on the planet. Like,
I agree.
It's absolutely insane here, guys. So I mean, I should be ready for everything, unless he somehow learns to fly through fireballs, in which case I'm fucked.
Weight cut, when does that start for you? Because you used to fight at 170.
Yeah, I've actually gotten a decent amount bigger, man.
I can attest to this, man. You're a big guy.
We've done a lot of lifting, a lot of conditioning. So we put on some weight. I'm floating around about 200, 203 right now.
I was going to peg that, yeah, because I'm about 200, but not a fighter, obviously.
Yeah, I'm about 200, 203 right now. So weight cut for me doesn't start till I'm dieting pretty easily. Weight cut for me starts. We weigh in Friday, Thursday night. Yeah, we'll knock it off then. I'll be about 10, 12 pounds. We'll knock it off Thursday night. Weigh in Friday morning. Get down Saturday morning.
Early prediction on the fight. How do you see you and Kelvin playing out?
I don't know. Hopefully one of us dies, but not actually, but simulates murder. But I don't know, man. I'm hoping for a war, man. I think Kelvin's the guy who wants to go out there, and I think he'll wrestle for a little bit. I'll be fine wrestling. And then he'll say, you know what, fuck it, let's just fight. And then we'll go out there and try to hammer each other into oblivion.
Top of your division, Pereira, Adesanya, headlining your card. Who's winning?
Don't actually care.
You don't?
Zero interest.
But the belt, I'm sure, is something you're looking down the line, no?
No, actually, here's a fun thing. Like, I've never actually thought, the first time I ever thought about a belt was when I was going to fight Hermanson. They're like, dude, if you win this, like, you can be not far from belt contention. I was like, oh, shit, this is weird. I don't particularly care, man. Like, it's one of those things. Yeah, everybody wants a belt, but, like, my life and, like, validation doesn't come from having a belt. I just want to fight, be paid, take care of my family. And I genuinely love the act of fighting, guys. Like, I just like fighting other people. So if I get a belt, cool. If not, not really particularly concerned about it. Most people on the planet never get a belt. Don't particularly care. As long as I can hit people and be paid and pay my bills, that's all I care about.
Do you feel like you're playing with house money at this point? Because, again, there was a point when we thought you might never get to the UFC. You're here. You're winning fights. You're making money. You had that great post about, financially just how well you're doing. Like, do you kind of feel like in some ways like this is like a bonus at this point?
Definitely not a bonus because I will still get my ass cut if I start messing up, so I gotta be careful. Yeah. But I don't know, it's just freeing, man. I'm financially, like, I'm really, really, really well off the first time in my life. Even if I lose 4 fights this year, I'll still make a lot of money, guys. And I feel like I'm well on my way to having my retirement money put up and taking care of my family, just being comfortable, taking care of everything. So this is all fun for me, man. I can do what I love every day. Training sucks sometimes. I got my ass kicked today. That wasn't a great feeling.
I can attest. After practice, man, you were looking kind of down. I was like, but listen, I got to give you credit. You did the interview.
Oh yeah. Just not every day is going to be great. And this has not been a great week, but it happens. Get to towards the end of camp, you start sucking, getting beat up. It happens, but I still love what I do, man. Even on the bad days, I get to do what I've dreamed about doing since I was 5 years old. So fuck it, nothing to be upset about. Fuck it.
MMA Joey, before we go, mutual friend of ours. Just tell me a little bit. Let me talk a little bit about you, because Joey doesn't interview any other fighters really. It's just you and him. What about him kind of drew you guys to having a friendship?
Dude, I don't even know how. I don't even remember how me and Joey met. I think I was cruising, and I saw something.
His live stream, I think you hopped in, right?
No, I think it was just commenting on his video. He's like, "This isn't Chris Carter." So I was like, "Dude, message me," and we talked. And it's just he's a MMA Joey guy. Guys, MMA Joey's a good dude, really insightful. He's very passionate about the sport. He's become a really good friend, man. I love him to death. Like, we text all the time. He texts me all the time about stuff. And we just goof around. He's really, really good dude, really fun guy. So we just become really good friends. It's really cool.
And you're really cool for doing this, Chris. Nice to finally meet you, man, and best of luck against Gastleum.
Nice to meet you too, man. Holy shit, I didn't think you were taller than me. So there you go.
You're trying to shake my hand. I can see it there. I'm going to do it. Yeah, no, because I'm trying to be a professional. Hold the microphone here. It's important. Yeah, I am. A lot bigger on camera. There we go.
Way smaller on camera. This is actually kind of funny.